Coffee. Right. Good evening, everybody. Hi there. Just bear with me a minute. I'll just wait for that bullshit advert to finish. I'm sure some people who don't have ad block have got it playing. Yes, the game is about to begin, you see, so I have to do this fairly quickly. Oh, fuck it, I'll just do it. Oh, okay, gotta do it now then. Right, so welcome everyone to a bit of Holdfast Nations at War. It's the Thursday 9 o'clock community event that happens predictably on Thursdays at 9 o'clock. And it consists of 5 rounds in which it's Prussia versus Britain. And I'm joined here by Dinkelbean and Kenneth and Chinny, and yeah, we're going to play as Prussia. Oh, thank you very much, our milk. Thank you. And first round begins now, I believe.
Oh my god.
Stop, you have violated the law. No rifleman.
Yep.
No riflemen allowed. Please rejoin the game.
Right on, chaps, if you're with me, we're going to go over to the south again.
There's Dinkelbean.
Come on, we've got to half a pack of eggs.
Okay.
Two lines.
So yes, enjoy the show, everybody.
Babysit your line tonight. I'm very
Oh,
excited
thank you
to
so much.
punish
That's very generous of you, Kenneth. You're a brave man, braver than I. Who's this man with the cannonball?
This is Pet Cannibal.
Don't break my heart, my
This is
achy,
Pet Rock.
breaky heart.
I love you. Where's Morbane? I hear more.
There's you.
Good morning.
Hello, Siccardi. Get in the
Shut
line,
up,
Ginny.
man.
Get in the line, Ginny, you dog.
My achy,
Have a...
Tick, tick,
Oh,
tick,
it's
tick.
you.
Hi there, Alex. Welcome,
Ah,
Alex.
we've got a surgeon. Excellent. We've got 2 surgeons now.
Okay.
More surgeons I do rifles.
by two.
Form the line, boys. Form the line.
Eggs thrown up by two.
Okay, read me my future.
Don't die.
I won't die. Thanks for your words of encouragement.
I need to know your real name, otherwise I can't predict your future.
Right, piss off then.
Dingle, you
Go on.
won't die.
He's going to sell your details to a
Of course I
marketing
won't die.
company.
I've never died. So far, I'm doing
Heroes
quite
never
well.
die.
Get everyone
No.
healed.
If I was dead, I wouldn't be here, would I, you silly tit?
Well, your survival highly depends on the fact that your friendly fire is
You
on.
cracked me up there, man.
Right.
Oh, right. We've got a much smaller line today. This is good. I can manage this.
We're
right,
live.
chaps. Forward march. Double time. Let's go.
Moving on.
Let's go.
Hi, Captain.
Right, so round 1 begins now, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
No, we're not. I'm not a captain.
So it's
You're
about
not part of the
75
Navy now, you're
Prussian
in the army
versus
now,
75 Brits.
You're in. Not too bad.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mick
you're
Nellen.
ready,
Thank you
kids?
kindly.
Hi,
sir.
Oh,
I can
God.
hear you. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Oh, God.
Enough of that. Enough of that.
Join the army, they said.
Stop that. You'll get to see the world, they said. Like-minded individuals. And...
doing the fun, Alex.
Okay. Right. So the Prussian team are filing out.
No fun allowed. No, you're in the army now. Very serious.
no fun
Prussian
allowed.
discipline, all that. Oh, quickly, line, with me, quickly.
Ah, out of the way, you bloody...
Oh, it's fucking Womble. Oh, hello.
There we go. We were about to take a shot. I want that line to stand in front of us so they absorb it.
Right,
Thank you, Sizbert. Thank you very much, Sizbert.
Right,
Thank you.
chaps. On my... Oh, no, hang on. You get past this tree. On my right, double rank on my right.
That's right, on his
Aim
right.
towards the Brits. Bottom vertical. Half smoke. Half right there, smoke. Come on, sort this double rank as best you can. Half right there, smoke. Bottom vertical. Fire.
Shit, couldn't join that round.
Enemy, sir.
Well done, lads. We'll keep doing that then. Half
Sort the
smoke.
line, boys.
Hold your fire until given the order, lads. Wait for the orders. Take aim once you're reloaded. Bottom of your reticle should be halfway up there. Smoke. Ready. Fire.
Thank you,
Any more hits?
Jawachalik. Thank you kindly, Jawachalik.
Sorry I'm late, sir.
sir.
Fuck you.
Hi, Jenny.
Shut up and get in the line, you bloody peasant. Don't talk to me like that. What are you doing? Take aim. Half smoke. Fire. This is a double rank, gents. Make sure you're crouching if you're in the front rank. Otherwise the man behind you can't see you. Looking at you, man. What's your name? Staccardi. Sit down, you bloody nonce. Take aim.
Sir, you don't get behind the lines, sir.
Half smoke. Fire. Well done,
no,
you
no,
sir.
no,
I
no,
bet.
no,
Good discipline.
Nice one, Illusionist.
Top of the smoke.
Yeah,
Right, so
Yeah,
adjust.
a smaller line is much easier
Go
to
top of
control.
the smoke. Take aim once you're reloaded.
Brits
Top of the
are mo-
smoke.
Redcoats are moving. Look.
Ready. Fire.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
he
nice.
was on
It's
top of the
really
smoke.
pristine today. It's looking fucking
It is, isn't it?
fierce.
Nice and disciplined.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I haven't got an entire team of rabble. Ow!
Yeah, that's what your mother said
Hey,
last
who
night.
shot Dinkle? Come on, assholes. He's trying to leave.
My flag bearer's dead.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank
He
you
was a good
kindly.
man.
Thank
Take
you.
aim.
Fuck.
Top of the smoke. Fire. Wait for the order, you bloody sods.
On your feet, coward. On your feet.
I killed someone.
Chinny, on your feet.
Did it? Man. You can bunch up if you want to crouch. There's a space there. There's a couple of crouching spaces. Take aim. Top of the smoke.
Thank God.
Ready. Fire.
Thank you, chicken. Thank you kindly. Oh, fuck! Wow!
Thank God.
I got hit by a
Saved
piece
my
of
life.
fucking
He
Chinny's
died
brain.
honourably. That's alright. That's a good thing. Right face. We traded him for me. Right face.
Jesus
Walk
Christ.
while you reload. How goes this flag, lad?
There's two lines
Ow!
flanking us
Sir,
on.
let me shot! Let me shot!
Got it.
Christ.
Where are they? Alright, I think... I keep moving.
Okay, let's go.
We'll focus the guys on the right flanking the
Medic!
right.
Medic!
Roger that. We'll
Okay,
take
we're
the ones
falling
by the
back.
rock. Right, yes, a few Brits over there by that rock look. Form a double rank on my left. Double rank on my left. Aim for the rock. Double rank on my left. Aim for the rock. Bottom medical. At their waist. Waist.
Oh, go on. Have we lost the CO?
Easy, got
We want to take command!
Hey, did they kill KJ?
You take command!
What's up?
KJ, you're
What do you want KJ to do?
Fire at will! Fire at will! Fire at will!
KJ's
Just fire at will until someone takes over.
Wait, no, yeah, I'm not in charge of shit.
No, don't fire well.
I
Don't
will
fire well.
lead
Wait
you.
for them. They're gonna come out from behind the rock, and that's when we get them.
Okay, boy.
Buddy, make sure to move up to the rest of the line, okay? There you go. Move up a little bit more. I have to, I have to discipline you.
Oh, they're being flanked. If they don't come out, they're screwed anyway.
Hello.
They're running away, sir.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Do you think we can... I have a proposal.
It's just one dude.
Fire? Yes, maybe.
What are we doing?
Okay.
Isn't that
Shit.
thing, I guess?
We're getting flanked to the left, lads.
Good job, Soviet.
Ah, about face. Turn around. With me. Quickly.
Alright.
With me.
Oh, got hit in the gut.
Left and right.
Run!
Facing the enemy.
Take it like a man.
To the northwest. Northwest. You see them on your left. On the left. Loads.
Where? Oh shit, there's loads of them.
Fire. Fall back.
Oh god. Oh, we're in trouble.
They're coming towards
Guys,
us.
you gotta be in a line. I don't know what to
Jump!
I don't know. Listen.
alive.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh screw this. Oh.
Up on the ship.
Run. Run. Every man for himself.
It's fine.
Christ. Christ. Every man for himself. Ah, bugger. Shot in the back. Oh, we got fucking maggoted. Oh my god, holy shit. We got absolutely thrashed there, folks. Okay, so the score is currently 23 kills to the Redcoats, 21 kills to the Prussians. So that was this line. Yeah, these two Redcoats here. These two Redcoat lines. Much more organised, as you can see. Their officers are alive. That's Bacon Bender and King George. So 2 experienced officers. They push forward. They're now going to hold this rock here, forming up another line to fire volleys at these 2 Prussian lines that are falling back. I see we got kind of caught in no man's land there. This Prussian line is under the command of... This is the KRA itself. This is one of the 2 clans.
Trying to address this line, bit boys.
So that's one of the clans, the KRA line. So we have a group of randoms. Whose line is this? It's another group of KRA. Good, so experienced line infantry here. Okay, so in about 2 minutes and 5 seconds, there'll be a mandatory bayonet charge. Until then, the Redcoats and the Prussians will try to maneuver to get the best position possible. Their muskets are only really effective within about 150 meters. You can get kills beyond that, of course, but it's going to be... Ooh, wow. Wow, this is much closer than that. This is about 91 meters.
You are in there.
That was a fantastic volley from the Prussians there.
I'm with you.
They managed to get 3 kills.
And we'll get
But that means the Redcoats are about to fire a retaliatory strike.
And wait for it. And fry!
Another fantastic volley.
Scramble them up good.
The Redcoats are falling back. So this is round 1 of 5, everybody. Round 1 of 5. Oh, look at this. Holy crap. Another Prussian line has moved up here. They've got elevation on them. It's the RRCG clan.
Come on to my left.
We're doing quite well. So smaller lines are much easier to maneuver than a gigantic line that takes ages to set up. Ooh. Excellent. They're falling back. The Prussians now have 49 kills versus the Redcoats 37.
Fall into line if you're not already.
So with each individual kill, there's a loss in firepower, obviously, because it's 1 less musket to fire down range. So since we have the numbers advantage, we can do this.
Head.
Fire a mass volley.
Come boys, put that bomb record just to the head that you will get it.
Looking good so far. Okay, in 34 seconds, there's the mandatory bayonet charge. It seems that the Redcoats are moving around that flank, but they're probably going to be way too late to get any shots off. Yeah, they're going to have to go in for a bayonet charge. This is the GDE clan. So you'll notice that many of the lines consist entirely of a clan. They bring their men to these community events, you see. And thank you, Lady Inertia. Thank you kindly, lady. And before that, Vapor, and before that, Chicken. That's very generous. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Alright, left face, left
Okay,
face.
3 seconds. They better get a first shot.
Right.
Okay. There we go. So no muskets can fire. It's only pistols now. Pistols and bayonets and swords. Okay, so here we go. So this line charges down. Thank you, Intrigued Potato. Thank you very much.
Yes, no, of course.
Looks like we got this in the bag, I reckon. Nice. The flute. Defiant flute playing.
Pretty vicious. Nice one.
Okay. Hey guys.
Oh, you died running at the front.
No, I was actually running away and got shot in the back.
Yeah, I was watching you running away at the front. You were the first to run away.
Yeah, did you die early then with Dinkle?
Dude, you saw me die. I was right next to you.
Oh yes, of course. Your brain exploded. Yes.
Yeah. Not the first time that's happened.
Yeah.
And you died.
Yes, unlucky there, Dinkle.
We got this one.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, easy. Look at the Redcoats crumble.
Execute them, lads.
Oh no, they've got a flag bearer. Oh fuck.
Save yourself.
We've lost.
The power of the Union Jack.
Don't worry. Come
Oh.
here, Flag Bearer.
You know the Union Jack is like the one only on ships, right?
Oh no, it's bollocks. It's nonsense.
Yeah.
Like if we're talking like an ancient definition that's several hundred years old, then yes. But language changes, language evolves. It is quite obviously the Union Jack. The flag is called the Union Jack.
Or is it the Union flag? No, it's Union Jack.
Hey. Well done, well done. Victory indeed.
Let's go.
Is he dead? Make sure he's dead.
Good luck, man.
Yes, good luck indeed. Woo. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Monty and Dude Key and Ryan Shredder and Intrigued Potato. Thank you, all of you. That's very generous. Right, okay, round 2 of 5 will begin. Welcome to those just joining. This is the Thursday evening community event. I believe it's hosted by the KRRC... Wait. KRA... I'm not sure anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure which clan is hosting.
We'll be heading over all to the south.
But it's a big community event in which lots of individual clans turn up. It's public. You're welcome to partake if you have the game. The more the merrier. Okay. We're the French now.
Come on. Into the lamb, monsieur, please. S'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup. What?
Okay.
Alex, I'm gonna get
Is it the
arrested.
KRA?
I can't hold that.
Not the KRI.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I can't understand you. You need to talk to me in French.
What time is it here? It's about 10 minutes past 9 in the evening.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Okay. So the various different clans are forming up under their own officers. You'll notice there are some people wearing brown coats. They are the referees. They are the admins.
Shut off at the beginning of the round so I can watch
Have I lost all of my
Wait, French people.
Yes, indeed, Jesus. One of the rules is to not crouch.
Oui, monsieur.
It was considered the act of a
I
coward.
will not die this round.
Yeah, do not die.
No, monsieur, absolutely not. Terrible.
Come on, Henry. Do it. Do it. Put it in the cutter. I don't want to get slayed.
Right. Monsieur, can I have
Thank you,
anything
Original Logan. Thank you very much.
You won't push it. You
This is absolutely disgusting. Right, monsieur. Vive la France!
Vive la France!
Let's go.
Good luck. Round 2 begins. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you very much, Kelly. Thank you. Okay, round 2 begins now.
Monsieur, this patriotism is going to keep us alive. The morale is at an all-time high. These British big dogs will not stand a chance.
What the hell is he saying?
with you leading, we are not going to live.
What? How dare you, monsieur? I'm insulted. I have never been so insulted in all my life.
Take away his back west.
Right. Ooh, they're all coming round our very far right flank. Monsieur, a double rank on my right. Double rank on my right.
Double ronk.
Double rank on my flank. There we are.
Double wrong on your what?
Double rank on my flank.
That is the worst
my
French
right
accent.
Flank, a double rank. Oui? Do you... Goodness, can you even speak French? Right, monsieurs. The Brits... Right, will you piss off, Chinny? Get out of my way. Right, let's have a look. Where are the Brits? I mean, where are the red coats?
He's got the recorder.
I don't see anything.
For God's sake. Right, we're just gonna wait. Hold on. We're gonna see where they come from. Ah, there they are. Shoot them in! Top of their smoke! Top of their smoke! Fire!
Oh,
They're over there on that hill.
I hit one, Captain.
I pretended to fire. I got
Oui,
one.
monsieur, same again. Top of their smoke. Monsieur, please don't play that stupid recorder. You're making it very difficult for me. Top of their smoke. Take aim. Traverse aim right. To the right. No, traverse aim right. Oh, wait, this way. Never mind. Hold your fire until given the order. Listen to your orders, monsieurs. Emphasis grande is the
Oh,
order.
Christ. Whoa.
Take aim. Top of their smoke. Fire.
God, the Red Coat just got 5 kills in a row.
Vive la France. Monsieur, take aim once you are reloaded.
Thank you, Cooper. Thank you very much, Cooper. Thank you.
Smoke. And fire! Vive la France. Right, I suppose we ought to do something to help now, hadn't we? Right face!
Face.
Right face!
So I believe there's a group to our right.
Yeah, that's where we're going right now. Let's go, monsieurs.
Scope. Follow the man in front of you.
Right, here we are.
Monsieur.
Oh, there's a lot of dirty people over there. Look at them, thinking they can get away with
Thank you, Hero. Thank you very much, Hero.
Actually, we're going to go up into the encampment. It'll be a
Hero
safe
Dotsu
place
even.
there.
Thank you.
Oh, for one croissant.
That's alright.
Hello, honey.
I
Hello,
could never
Lily.
be mad at you, KJ.
Deku, did we lose anyone?
No, of
Okay,
course we
so
need to lose
we're
anyone. What
winning
do you
with
take me
14
for, an
kills.
amateur?
Oh, we got
Double rank on
Christ.
my left. Double rank on my left. Take aim towards those big dogs over there in the crest of the hill. Oh, take aim.
And film.
Okay, actually, left face. Hold on. Hold your fire. Left face. Form either side of me. Either side. Look to me. Form either side. Take aim towards those Brits. Top of your reticle. Oh, no, sorry. Bottom of the reticle. Heads. At their heads. Fire.
Shit.
Oh, we got a couple of hits there.
Thank
I
you,
saw
Colonel
them
Coffee.
react to that.
Fix the line. Fix the line.
Make sure you're plugging those gaps, monsieurs. Don't stand behind your comrades. Stand next to them, you cowards. Take aim!
Come on.
Just above their heads! Fire!
Yes, hit one. Thank you very much, Colonel Coffee. Thank you.
Wow, well
Right,
done.
gentlemen, they're coming out of the hill. Left of those trees, left of the trees. Bottom of the reticle at their heads.
Reload, reload, reload.
Shoulders, shoulders, by the trees. Look
Oh,
there.
Christ.
Shoulders! Fire! Oh, I better teach them, the dirty bastards. So again, monsieurs, plug the gaps.
Man down!
He was a brave soldier of France. He will be in a better place now. Right, take aim, same place as before. Hold your fire, hold. They are popping their hands up. Shoulders, fire!
Christ. Oh God! Oh God!
Oh my god!
Take a
Ooh
minute,
la
take a
la!
couple of steps back. Form other side of me here.
What's French for holy shit?
Up, you man!
Reform! Take aim! Wait for them to come over the hill.
Now.
Here we go, fire!
Thank you, the Mad Ninja.
Sacre bleu!
Sacre bleu!
Vive France!
We take
Right
heavy
face!
casualties.
Right
Right face, right
face!
face, right face.
Get your reloading.
Oh Christ.
Double time with me, let's go.
March, 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 march. I'm at the back of the line, move! Please move. There we go.
Minimize your profile. I need you to form two lines in front of me. That's it. The smaller we
Christ.
are, the less likely they will eat us. Two lines. Here we go, let's go. Stay in those two
Go.
lines.
Cool. Yeah, we're trying to form a very small target, a very small profile for their musket balls to hit. Glitching eagle behind me.
It's a science. Trust me, I've been to the finest military academy Napoleon has to offer.
Which one?
The ones in
I
Britain.
cannot give you names. The Paris one.
Well done.
The Paris one. They're multiple Paris ones.
Le Paris Military Academy.
I heard of that academy. They have to have good
Oui,
schools.
it's the finest in all of France.
It's not so much.
Ah, yes, they are, excellent.
Thank you, Nizeth.
Simon,
Thank you kindly,
are
Nizeth.
going
Thank you.
according to plan. We've got some friendlies up here who will support our cause. in the war.
We're doing quite well. We're winning.
Oh, we're doing quite well, actually. Why are we running? We are winning. Monsieurs, form other side of me. Take aim towards those Brits. Shoulders. Take aim. If you can't see them, go to another end of the line. Fire.
Monsieur,
Right, stay,
Fix the line.
Stay in position.
Fix the line.
Reload it. Aim for their shoulders.
Sir, I got 3
Sir,
Yeah,
kills.
same left. Left.
Oh.
Reform the line. Right face. Move out my way, peasants.
Huh? What?
Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Reform.
Oh God!
Right. Double rank on my right here. Double rank on my right.
Okay.
Hopefully our friends will cover our
I
right.
am a proud Frenchman.
Here we go. Shoulders. Shoulders. Up that hill there where I'm pointing. Oh, they're just fucking well hidden behind the cows. Here we go.
I
Fire.
can't see anything, sir.
Thank you, Ours Grumford. Thank you
Fire
kindly,
up,
Ours
good
Grumford.
shot. Left face. Left face. Walk with me while you reload. Stay in cover. We've got
I
just
got
a minute and a
4
half before the charge. Right,
What
keep
charge?
reloading. Are we all reloaded? With me, let's go.
Sorry. Just paying my respects to the dead.
Okay.
Sir, we're doing
Monsieur.
very well.
We are doing very
You're doing really well.
indeed. We are absolutely hammering those British.
There's only like 15 of them
Oh, here
left.
we go. Monsieurs, chargez!
Chargez! For
Ah,
Napoleon!
they're routing. It worked. Look at the cowards.
For
And we have
Napoleon!
a reputation for running away. Form other side of me. Take aim. Point blank range. Fire.
Fuck.
Oh, I shot it dead.
Reverse aim right. Reform the line. Other side of me. Here, monsieurs. Other side.
quickly.
Take aim towards that British line over there.
Reload, reload, reload.
Oh.
Oh, Christ.
Waist. Bottom record waist. Aim for those ones directly in front of you. Fire.
Shit. Not many left. I think that might be it.
They are charging. Take aim as soon as you are reloaded. We will cut them down. Aim.
Come on, come on. No!
Fire.
Yeah!
Vive la
Got
France,
him.
monsieurs. Reform the line. Stay other side of me. Let's find and enter these dirty English pickers. Where are they hiding? Monsieur, double tap. Monsieur,
go.
monsieur, let's go and give the fat to those dirty English. Their smelly teeth and their tea.
Sir, are we going to melee combat?
Oui, monsieur. Chargez!
Chargez!
Burn it down!
For France! Fuck you!
Now. Bring me his head on this spike. We will guillotine him.
What's the point of that, sir?
What type of
Oh,
guillotine
there it
is
goes.
it?
Well,
Yay! Vive la France! Vive la France! Vive la France! Vive la France! Right, so that was round 2. Nicely done, sir.
I don't think I've ever seen them so patriotic to be French.
Yeah, it's good.
I meant to press spawn so I could go into free cam, and I pressed disconnect.
You twat.
Right, here we go. Round 3 of 5, everybody. Round 3 of 5. So far, it's 2-0 to us. So the Redcoats are really struggling this evening. Okay.
Gentlemen, with me. We're gonna form our 2 lines
Oi,
here. 2 lines, please.
rifle.
2 lines in front of me.
Come on.
2 lines.
We're gonna go for an ambush.
So Dinkle is leading the randoms, you see. That's what he's doing.
If you want to help us.
Thank you, Der Mog von Schmock. Thank you kindly, Der Mog. Thank you.
Look, we don't want.
Come over here. Double yoke line over here.
The admin is trying to make sure that nobody breaks the rules. If you touch the cannon, you probably get kicked. Or slain, rather.
Standard 10 pounds chickens here. We want free range.
What is our plan?
Free range.
Organic eggs over here.
We don't have
free
them.
range organic eggs. Who wants to
We
be
don't have a
organic
plan.
You're selling eggs.
it's the cannonball.
Thank you, Aim Legend and Bug Swarm. Thank you kindly.
KRA are both going to the aqueducts, just so you know.
Gotcha. Roger.
Come on, you eggs. Come on.
Bye, people. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the round.
Come on, you eggs.
up, Ezio.
It's fucking November!
Look at all the snow.
It's Christmas in Poland already.
Feel free to join.
Fuck that!
Isn't it always Christmas in Holland?
Yeah, that's a fair point. Hold line.
Eggs?
Right.
Oh, but you need to understand. I work in the retail store. The equipment and stuff is already in there.
No fucking excuse!
Are you okay, sir?
Hey, fuck it. It's my job to sell Christmas
Are you
stuff.
sure?
You get to celebrate Christmas on the 23rd of December. Before then, it's too early.
Yeah, we don't Christmas too.
My birthday on Christmas.
I think that he was getting to it.
Gentlemen, if you would like to join.
23.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Huh?
What have we got? 1 second. Yeah, okay, we got a reset. Okay, 1 second.
Oh, beautiful thing.
Thank you, Wolfneb. Thank you very much, Wolfneb. Thank you. Ah. Boo.
Boo.
How dare you momentarily break my entertainment?
Did you try and scare me?
No. It's like, boo. Right, okay. Let's go.
Hello.
I'm upset by this interruption.
What happened?
Round 3.
Flag bearers, line up,
We're gonna
flag
form up on the hill again. Lovely spot, isn't it? Excuse me, excuse me.
You're gravy.
2 lines, please.
Eggs over here.
Excuse me, toilet
2 lines.
coming through.
Egg cult over here. Egg cult over here.
Form over here.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. We need you to be on the flag bearer line. We need you. Come on.
It's like being at fucking school.
We're going a full flag bearer line. We're just running it.
This is all completely normal, by the way.
Oh dear. I'm gonna pat your back, get it all out, lad. Come on. What?
Hold on, lady.
Oh, God.
Unknown.
What was that? The cannon?
Hear that scream?
Joe Woman, hey buddy.
Who's paying them? Who's paying them?
Henry, back off.
Can
I return fire?
What?
Can I return fire?
Don't worry
Oh, they
about
fired a
that.
cannon. That's us.
Artillery.
Thank you,
That must be our
Ugsley.
shells
Thank you very
bombing
much,
them.
Ugsley. Thank you.
Ah, excellent.
There seems to have been a guy in front of us who's just
So
dropped
guys,
dead. I
you
think
go
he's had
with
a
this
heart
balance
attack.
and
Does
we do
anyone want to see
104 to
him?
60? You fine with that?
Oh, Jesus.
Surgeon!
We good? Yeah?
Surgeon!
What's going on?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
We're doing the math, right?
Just a little bit unbalanced.
I'm confused. What's happening?
I don't know.
Are they trying to sort a balance problem?
Possibly. Probably, most likely.
Okay. Strange. What's the problem?
Excuse me.
Thank you,
Two
Flood
lines,
Cupcake.
two lines.
Thank you very much, Flood. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm special. I'm at the front of the line.
Come on, egg line.
That might be the best option.
Line.
You're the first to die.
Oh, God. Thank you, Doom Knight Fury. Thank you very much, Doom.
Anyone like to join my egg cult line? I've got room in the egg cult line, a few more.
The Egg Cult line.
Alright.
Thank you, Bertman and Afro Thundery. Thank you kindly. Thank you.
Who's telling everyone that we're on the UK?
Hey, Dinkle.
Ah!
Fuck you.
Alright, sorry for
Oh,
the
love you
restart.
too.
The game will be live now,
you,
bounce is fine. Thank you for your patience.
Okay, we're live in 45 seconds. Round 3.
Yeah, we're gonna be live this time.
Dinkle, what?
I believe you want to see
You know,
it.
Dinkle, I'm going to reset it just for fun now.
I was fucking
It wouldn't even surprise me.
Don't do it.
Thank you, Magnus did nothing wrong. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's very kind.
I
Thank you.
can't right now because I'm having to use a display capture. I'll do it in a bit.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, good thing I didn't send you that picture.
Dirty son.
Oh, thank you, Aziwa. That's extremely
Okay,
generous
yeah,
of you.
that works too. I don't
Thank
know
you,
what
Aziwa.
text is.
Sincerely.
18 over
Very,
the
very
display.
generous of you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
Yes, everyone can see that message you just sent me.
How do you go first person?
See.
Sorry, Bob.
Okay, the round's about to begin.
Very welcome. Let's go.
Here we go. Round begins now. Third round. Whoops. Thank you again, Aziwa. Sincerely. Thank you for doing that. That's very, very generous of you.
I took the wrong fucking class.
And thank you, Ben Jwoop. Thank you, Ben Jwoop. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. You've all been extremely kind to me. Thank you. Right, so round 3 of 5 will begin now, folks, for those just joining the stream. So this is a bit of Holdfast Nations at War. It's the Thursday 9 o'clock game that, well, it's on every Thursday at 9 o'clock. It is public. You can join it if you want to. It's just on one of the empty official servers that we just kind of hijack, and I hope no one notices. Yeah. So I'm surrounded by, well, this line is a group of, these are just randoms, really, who are just joining in. But there's quite a few clans who have their own individual lines. My understanding is that they come here because they can do recruitment rounds at the end to get more.
Chap, I'm a British fellow.
To get more. Who set that guy over there? But yes, also good. It's fun. Thank you, Connor, and I should not be here, and Caucasian Afro Man. Thank you kindly. That's very generous. Thank you.
There's an awful lot of German fellows here.
Okay. Oh, I'm trailing behind at the back of the line. So currently it's 2-0 to Prussia. So the Redcoats are struggling to get a win. So perhaps that's what the restarts were. Perhaps they were sorting the balance. Maybe having one of the clans switch to a different one. Oh, this is a massive line now. This is going to be a problem. The bigger the line, the harder it is to control. Whoa.
Ow! This way! With me!
Dinkle, did you get a
Hey
shot?
guys, I know there's a lot of you, but I need a line, not a blob of degenerates. Please, for the love of God, please fix this.
Oh, there the Redcoats.
Right,
gentlemen.
Thank you, Certain Nevi. Thank you kindly,
The
Certain
Brits are
Nevi. Thank
routing
you.
already. Here we go. We're going to absolutely demolish them here.
Uh-huh.
Gentlemen, either side of me. I want you to form either side of me.
Your power admin.
Either side. Quickly.
I'm not saying you have
The
to
Brits are
shoot
coming.
it, but you know.
Oh,
To
God.
game. Advance. Point blank range. Left of the rock. Fire,
God.
we have a shot. Back down the hill.
Oh, God. That wasn't much of a
Reform either
line.
side of it. It wasn't much of a line. I'm going to try that again. Come on, you tits. We trained you better than that. Well, we didn't train you, but pretend we did.
Yeah, we have.
Advance.
Unless you're a double rig, sir. Thank you, buddy.
Hold the line. Right, either side of me. Hold your fire. Hold. You have not been given an order. Form either side of me. Dress this line, you bloody
Guys,
peasants.
that line
Come
look
on.
like a
Fix the line, fix the line, fix the line.
Dress
Fix
it.
the line.
Make it
Fix
nice
the line,
and neat.
fix the line, fix the line.
We're not going anywhere until this line is perfect, gentlemen.
That's decent.
Yeah, fix the line, yeah.
Don't need to act
We're
like
not
you're
going anywhere
mad.
then.
Come on, you're in the army now.
Fix the gap, fix the
Right.
gap.
We're going to continue
Perfect,
advancing.
absolutely perfect.
Keep aiming. Right, you're going to be very... Oh, here we go. Form either side of me. They're just over this hill. Careful. Adjust to the right ever so slightly. Hold fire. Hold fire. Drop your aiming. Move for double time. Double time.
Thank you, the Will Supremacy.
Either side of me,
God.
point blank range, fire at will.
Oh.
As soon as you're reloaded.
Fix the light. Oh! God damn it. God
Right,
damn it,
break
indeed.
reloads, pull back.
Right, I've been gunned down. We are not actually in the lead, surprisingly. So is this the redcoat line? So it looks like they're trying to flee behind these rocks as best they can. So this is the KRA. So they've gone all the way back to our camp. This is the Prussian camp. They've flanked all the way around the side. So they're being pursued by pretty much all of Prussia. No, that's not true. So just one of our groups.
Get him, Bowman.
Thank you, the Will Supremacy. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's one Prussian group chasing the camp group. Oh wow, the redcoats are doing much better over here, it seems.
Spread out.
Oh, dear.
So fall back, boys. Fall back.
Well, no, he says, but they're getting pincered. Yeah, we're doing quite well. Well, so where are the redcoats then? Where's the biggest concentration of redcoats? Because I'm just seeing them getting fucking annihilated. What's that over there? Nothing. So there are two groups back here. I see one was, yeah, they were all moving around here, were they? So this is the GDE line, French, the French clan. Okay. Right, so, oh, it's a Scottish line. Okay.
Reform to the officer's right shoulder.
So it's about 32 kills to 30.
Target the mega line.
So just as a bit of flavour text as we wait. So the redcoats here are armed with what was called the Brown Bess, which is a type of smoothbore musket. It doesn't have rifling on it. Firing I think it's a 19.3 millimeter musket ball, traveling about 300 meters per second. Just to give you some comparison, a modern bullet travels at around 800 meters per second. So this is a very slow-moving, very large ball. So 19.3 millimeters, a modern bullet, what is like 5.56 millimeters? So it's a very large, very slow-moving shot. The injuries that it inflicts are absolutely horrendous if you get hit by one of these. If it hits you in the chest, you are more or less dead. Perhaps not immediately, but certainly from infections after the battle. If it hits you in a limb, then you're almost certainly going to have that limb removed.
Fire!
So injuries during this time period were absolutely horrendous. And of course, each individual musket ball would drag in bits of clothing and dirt and fouling from the barrel. So yeah, infection chances were likely. Yeah, very likely. So it seems the redcoats have occupied our camp, really. And they're using the defences. And they have taken the lead. The redcoats now have 40 kills versus the Prussian 33. So the Prussians are armed with a similar weapon. I can't quite recall its name. It's not called the Brown Bess. It's called like the M something or other. So a very similar musket. Weapons were kind of comparable at this time period. There wasn't one side that had a particularly huge advantage. Although the redcoats certainly had... Well, the Prussians had a discipline advantage. Prussian officers in particular were very good. Prussian officers had a very standardized training regime. Contrary to a lot of other nations. So as a result, Prussian discipline in the officer corps was very, very good. But if anything, it's the redcoats, the British, that certainly take the cake in terms of musket combat, just due to the amount of training that they did.
Stay up there, stay up there.
They also did something, mainly in response to their relatively small but highly professional armies, in that they would split up their forces to present a very thin line towards the enemy.
Oh!
Very thin line. And this would, yeah, you'd have like a thin line of redcoats, but, you know, due to superior training and the fact that all the muskets were in play, they would inflict a lot of casualties. Thank you, Apex Hunter. Thank you very much, Apex. Thank you. The French armies, however, historically speaking, did suffer. Well, they didn't. They weren't as good as the Prussian or the British. There was a lot of, if I remember correctly, at least in the French Navy, there was lots of nepotism, which gave their officers problem. You know, like familial ties, as opposed to your competence level in terms of officers.
Oh my fuck.
Which was a bit of a problem.
Some guys are aiming too low, some guys are aiming too high. It's confusing.
Okay, the redcoats are still winning. So what's that going on over there? Is that a Prussian line? Yeah, so the Redcoats have got elevated positions, nice tight formations. Yep, but I'm not talking about victories at Urban Decay. I'm talking about individual, as in armies' capabilities in the field. And generally, the French officer corps and French training was not up to snuff compared to the Redcoats and the Prussians. Also, one thing that this game doesn't do... Ooh, fuck, was that a cannon? Oh no, maybe just the sound of a musket ball hitting the tree. One of the interesting elements of this type of warfare that this game doesn't do a very good job of showing is the fact that gunpowder smoke would quickly choke the battlefield after the first couple of shots. So very, very quickly, you wouldn't be able to see anything. So after the first couple of shots, it would just be mist everywhere. And it got to the point where you just couldn't see the man in front of you. 10 feet in front of you, you just couldn't see him.
We are in all charge, we don't fire. First line, charge.
This is the reason why everyone's wearing bright colours. Because it was the only way you could stop friendly fire through dense gunpowder smoke. Oh, okay. Bayonet clash. So the Redcoats have the numbers.
Boom. Allez, on reste ensemble. Stay together, stay together.
Okay, they've won this engagement. Okay, what's going on over here? Ooh, it's a bit of a indecisive mosh over here, although I think the Redcoats, I see a lot of red. Not looking good.
Come here! Put that silly excuse of a weapon away!
Was that smoke lethal to the ones that would inhale it over time? No, not really. It smelt horrible, and of course I'm sure it was, not very healthy for you, but no, it wouldn't poison you or anything.
We are so
That's a doctor and a musician, I think.
There's only a Taran and a surgeon in front of us. I want you to stab one of them. If you don't stab one of them, I'm going to be redesponded in your...
But yes, the aforementioned gunpowder smoke problem, in addition to the fact that, the reason why the uniforms were so colourful, is actually one of the reasons why it was quite hard to land a kill. Because you couldn't see anything after a short amount of time. Not that your smoothbore musket could aim very well, but yeah, beyond about 100 meters, through dense smoke, firing at distant flashes, yeah, your chances of landing a kill were very small. Some tests run by the, I think by the British? Was it British or Prussian? What did my notes say?
To the northeast.
Doesn't specify. But yeah, they were revealing that, staggeringly low hit chances, like 1% at times, in terms of a musket ball.
Are victorious.
Like 1 in every 100 musket balls. Hey!
Hey, we lost.
Hey, we did lose.
Why are you saying A then? Like we won.
I'm sort of going hey as in hi, really.
Oh, I thought you were going, yeah. Like the fonts.
Well, we still got 2-1, so. Right.
Yeah, we're currently in the lead. Yeah, well done.
Shut up.
No.
Okay, here we go. Round 4. Right, round 4 begins now. The Dream of Prussia. Dream of Prussia. No, I just took some notes earlier, Human, about, as in the particular muzzle velocities and the size of the musket balls, because I knew I was never going to remember them.
Eggs. Pickled eggs.
Hey, if you're around after the fight, we will have some eggakoki.
I don't think I should be here.
It's the unwalking guy. It's the unwalking guy. It's the unwalking guy.
It's Dinkle. Dinkle over there?
I need a souvenir.
I know. I left this mortal coil and went to a better place, but now I'm fucking well stuck back in it now. It was lovely for those few minutes that I was dead, and the surgeon brought me back to life.
Sorry, man.
Oh, it was you! You bugger! I was so happy
Hey,
dead.
sorry.
Put me back!
Sorry, man, chill.
It was so peaceful.
You want some more?
You want us to shoot him?
No, I want you to shoot me. Please.
I can do that too.
In the head.
Flag bearer, I'm the official flag
I'll look at the flowers. We'll do it as my
missed.
cement.
Sorry, man, I missed.
Useless. All that accuracy training, you can't shoot a man right in front of you.
Yeah, it's training, man. We don't have training.
Oh no, sorry, sir. I didn't mean to kill you.
Christmas present.
Oh, shitty, your butt is
Maybe my arse looks the fucking best too. You know why? 'Cause it's a Yorkshire arse. That's why.
So round 4 is about to begin, folks. Here we go. Round 4 of 5. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, so for those who are just joining, effectively we've only got 1 life. Once you're dead, that's it. You're dead until the next round. You have to spectate, and the first team to wipe out the other wins. Although historically speaking, that wasn't how it went. It wasn't until one side annihilated the other. It would just be until one side breaks and runs away, which would happen fairly soon into the battle, actually. Well, if you had a force that wasn't very well disciplined. Because this type of warfare is very, very scary. I don't know if you've ever had a gunpowder musket weapon fire, but it's very loud. Imagine hundreds of them. And the battlefield stinks, and you're probably soaking wet, and you're terrified. And horses are galloping around you, both yours and theirs.
Here and take some pot shots. Hold the line! Hold the line! New.
Okay. Go. Thank you, King Po. Thank you very much, King Po. Thank you. Yep. You know, depending on which side you're on, you're following officers who might be on horseback, so they're gonna ride off and leave you to die. Thank you, Glaver. Thank you very much, Glaver. Thank you. Damn, couldn't get in the line in time.
Ooh, those are close.
Oh, come on!
Oh, man down.
Come on, the moment I get in the line! The moment I get in line!
An expendable casualty.
Motherfucker! God damn it, the moment I got in line, I took the musket ball. Oh well, okay. Right, okay then. So where was our line? Sorry, that wasn't it. It was, maybe that was it. Wait. Yeah, there we are. So that's the river we crossed, not the other one. Okay, so who are they battling? So our line, huge line. Oh god, my mouse sensitivity just jumped up and I don't know why. Who are we shooting at? Wow, that was an incredibly long shot if it was from over there. Blimey. The redcoats have got a lovely position just beneath this elevation. Actually, yes, the British did love to do that. Sorry, they did love... I can't remember what it's called, but it's a tactic in which you intentionally hide your army behind like a slight hill. The British loved it, especially Wellington at Waterloo. He did that all the time. He would hide his army just below a slight ridge so that the enemy couldn't see them and gauge their numbers. Okay.
Yeah, the line just fired there. Alright, up again.
Defilade. I don't think it's defilade. Defilade is... I might be mistaken. Defilade is effectively where you stagger your defenses so that one cannot shoot all the way down. Contrary to enfilade, which is where... So, for example, if I were to stand in this river and shoot this way, this is called enfilade fire. So I could shoot my musket ball all the way down here. It's for this reason that trench works are zigzagged. So you have defilade, I believe. So, you know, you can't shoot all the way down. Sort of like... Well, I might be mistaken, sorry. My brain has gone a bit wonky there. Okay, so it's currently very even. 2 kills versus 3. So engagement ranges are currently beyond about 200 meters. So, yeah, the chance of landing a hit is going to be very, very low. Okay. So yes, very quickly into the battle. You wouldn't be able to see anything at all. Nothing but gunpowder smoke and flashes in the distance mainly. Thank you, The Pack. Thank you very much, The Pack. So effectively, again, historically speaking, you would have as many people as possible getting as many muskets down range, firing them in roughly the direction of the enemy. You didn't really necessarily have to aim. You just need to get as many shots down range as possible. Your veteran soldier could normally fire probably about 3 times a minute, but very quickly that would drop down to about 2 times per minute. Sorry, drop down. It would go down to like 4, what am I talking about? Sorry, my brain. Yeah, he would struggle to reload his weapon because it would start to overheat. His flintlock mechanism would start to malfunction after only a few shots, normally about 25 in testing.
Behind that tree, are they? On my left.
It actually got to the point where after about 25 shots, what was the name of the musket? It was the French one. I think it was called the Charleville. It would actually start to fire the shots. The gunpowder would go off on its own. Sympathetic explosion because the barrel was so hot.
Do not worry. Line on his left shoulder.
Wow, they're doing amazing. Holy crap! The Redcoats are getting so many kills.
And back
Thank you,
behind the officer.
Halef. Thank you, Halef, and that Brit. Thank you very much. So yes, the French would actually, or rather French veterans, would have to come to they'd have to deal with the fact that their barrels were just too hot to effectively fire. They would start to learn how to fire the musket, holding it by the strap, which, as you can imagine, probably doesn't help much for its accuracy.
Go double.
But that was just one of the realities of this type of warfare. Your gun would get very hot very quickly.
Fire.
Oh wow, they're doing very well. They've got fantastic cover.
They're flanking, they're flanking.
So this is the RRCG clan.
You certainly missed your dad, didn't you?
The Redcoats have 20 kills, the Prussians have 17. Oh man, oh man. The Redcoats are landing a lot of their hits. Which officer is that? Not familiar. Sergeant Alexander. Oh, they're falling back. So as I frequently mention, effectively during this time period, this wasn't necessarily the end of cavalry, but it was certainly the twilight era of cavalry. But one of the interesting things that the cavalry could do. Okay, 2 more minutes until the bayonet charge. One of the more interesting things that they could do is instead not only just picketing the army to basically stop scouts from seeing what you have. Your horses could march ahead and stop the enemy from properly scouting you out. They could do what's called spiking, or spiking a cannon, which is where they would intentionally drive off the artillery crews manning cannons. And then they would take a bayonet and then they'd hammer it into the breech of the cannon, and then they'd snap it off. So suddenly a cannon can't be fired, at least until you fish this bayonet spike out from the inside of it. And yeah, many brave cavalry charges were to try to achieve that effectively, to charge towards the artillery, who obviously being too slow were stuck behind the line. You know, the line infantry couldn't babysit them all the time. The cavalry could ride in quickly, chase them off, spike the cannons, and go ree. And then, of course, retrieve the cannons later if they wished. Yes, indeed. The true end of the cavalry was really World War I, and I believe the Crimean War, if my brain is correct. But yes, remember that a horse is a very large target. These muskets might not be accurate, but you can hit a horse more so than a human.
I swear.
Okay, so we're catching up now. So 38 kills. Only 28 seconds left before the bayonet charge. Cavalry played a big part in the American Civil War, indeed. But another thing to remember about that is that times has definitely changed because there was a big difference in the American Civil War, and that is breech-loaded weapons.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I'm still alive.
So these are muzzle loaded. Hang on. So these are muzzle loaded. So effectively, you're having to load the shot and the cartridge and everything, the powder down the end of the barrel, and which means you can't easily rifle. In other words, put the grooves in the barrel, which is why they were so inaccurate. The musket ball would just fly off. But in the American Civil War, there was a wide accessibility of breech-loaded weapons, which means you could rifle the barrel, which means your guns were now very accurate. So lots and lots of Americans died in that war. because, you know, line infantry tactics for weapons that were now super accurate, at least compared to, say, like, you know, 100 years prior. Yes, indeed, and the mini ball as well, so another big game changer to do with the shape of the bullet. Working with the rifling.
Even worse.
Okay, I think the Prussians have this. Looks like we've got the evening then.
We should probably go and find the other big lights.
Okay. Oh, he stopped running away, says the admin. Hang on.
He's not pure G.
Victory! I think.
Almost, maybe.
Almost? Oh no, wait, there's still red coats over there? Might be alright.
There's lots of red coats. We may not have
I
this.
challenge you to a fist fight. Admin, I challenge you to a fist fight. Come back, kick my 1v1. Let's just step over to the side, okay?
We may have it. We have good players. Problem is, we don't have good players.
Nope.
Oh dear.
We have people like me and you. And
Yep,
Dinkle.
the moment I got in the line, like I took my place in the line, I took a musket ball to the face.
Yeah, I saw. I had a bit of your fucking grey matter on my face. Oh, there's more of us. Oh,
Yeah, I've got a
hello.
few more of us.
But I have some candles I'd like you to buy.
Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior business?
I have...
I was trying to sell scented candles.
Die.
I think we've got this.
Yeah. The last of the redcoats run away like
Pussies.
Sir, the
Nice
Church
job.
of Latter-day Saints would like to have a word with you.
Oi! Stop running away, or you will be shot. Alright, good.
Pardon me.
Thank you, DW.
All
Thank
right,
you
we
very
got it.
much.
All right,
No,
now the
let them
last one.
fight. Let them fight, don't stop
Let them
them.
fight. Let them
Let them
fight.
fight.
Oh,
Let them fight.
Stand back.
Oh,
I got this, boys. Don't worry about it.
say Bales.
Get him, hay bales.
I'm trying. Ow! Jack,
Hey,
how are
hey,
you?
Kenny.
What's up?
KJ loves you. He told me to tell that.
Oh,
tell you that.
Tell KJ that I send my love as well. Us Kennys need to stick together.
Okay.
Oh,
Ow!
Oh,
hey, Bales is getting beaten.
Did you just 360 me?
come on.
You're so not worth it.
Come on, hey Bales, come on.
Like they're just blocking.
Come on, hay bales. Finish him.
I'm fucking trying, sir. I'm trying so hard.
Finish him.
You can do it.
Finish him. Would you finish him already? Finish him. Oh, one of you get him then.
Do it.
Die Preußen haben den
Well,
Sieg
it counts as the win. Thank you, Condom. Thank you very much, Condom. Ah, dear. Right. So now it's the melee round, yes?
Yeah, the quote-unquote fun round.
Yes. The silly round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have fun.
Here we go. Right, it's the melee only round, so round 5. So I think it's 3-1 to us, Prussia. So we've certainly got this evening.
Oh god, alright.
All charge, no firing.
Good luck, Dinkle.
Yeah. I'm gonna need
Woo!
it. Absolutely not, because I'm emotionally exhausted.
Are you?
I hate
Supposed to not
Thursdays.
shoot.
You know what? You know what you should do?
Banzai! Banzai!
Right, chaps. Let's win the fun round, shall we? Come on, let's get this over with.
You're alive.
Hey,
You're
Ken.
alive already.
Let's go!
Hey, KJ.
Not sure how to feel about this one, lads.
Dun, 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 dun. Na, 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 na. What's he singing? Alright, okay. Da, da, ha, ha. Don't know the lyrics. Da, 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 da. Ah, fuck. Ah. Thank you, Fruit. Thank you, kindly, Fruit. Where are the redcoats?
Straight into the depths
fired.
Very scared.
Get him. Kill the redcoats. Thank you, Immortal Hawk and Diver. Thank you both of you. Thank you.
KJ, you and I.
Take that, sir.
Cheers, Soviet.
You're welcome.
Have him.
There we go.
I want his head on a spike.
The redcoats are fleeing.
Watch the right, guys.
Ah! Oh, screw that. Run away! Ah, you fucking redcoat fuckers. Fuck the king. Fuck the king. Fuck the king. Ah. Fuck you! Guys. Yeah, die, you scallywag! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Well, I got 3. That's not too bad. Right, hang on. I got 3.
I've got none because I'm a flag bearer. And I can't hit anyone. It's too close.
Oh, it's still close. The scores are close. Oh, I see lots of red.
It's alright, if we run fast enough, they can never catch up.
This is chaos.
Can't charge me like the man has to run away and turn around.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know the way? Do you know the way?
What the fuck is this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, it's total madness.
No, not the melee.
Huh?
Do you know the way?
What?
Do you know the way?
What is that?
Please, for the love of God.
Doesn't matter.
What are they doing?
It doesn't matter. They're stopped now.
Right.
Finding Nemo thing. Oh, there he goes. Poor sod. He was committed.
Yeah. Come on, where's the drop? There, finally. Hey! Hey! Victory! Oh dear.
Was it Lubin's Glory or something?
Fabulous. Thank you for the game.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
It seemed like a good week, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Nicely done.
I think it was quite nicely balanced, despite all the shit that everyone was giving.
Yeah, it was good. It was good indeed. Yeah.
Even though we had to rebalance it 8 times.
Yeah.
And we still had 20 more players than they did.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, thank you very much for organising it, Kenneth, and thank you for leading
no
it,
worries.
Dinkle.
Thanks for coming,
You're
guys.
very welcome. I hope you had fun.
Oh, I think I've froze. Oh, there we go.
Let the cancer proceed.
Yeah, here goes the recruiting round.
Hello.
Of
Have
course.
fun.
Oh my God.
This is when I bounce.
Yeah, you better start running.
Nah, come on, Nicola. Let's get you married in church.
You want to fight for I'm in the war. I don't like this.
Make a screenshot.
I don't have it enabled.
Kenneth running. He's running for the hills.
Oh my, it's snowing.
I don't have a...
Why is nobody playing Iron Woman?
Where's he going? Is Dinkle running? He's running over here.
Do I want to join a regiment? Absolutely not. I hate this game. It's
Dinkle, you should join ZF, Dinkle. Dinkle, join ZF, Dinkle.
No. Piss off.
Oh, fine, be that way. Fine,
I'm
fuck
not
you.
for hire.
Kenneth, you join ZF instead. Fuck that guy.
Hey, Sophia,
We'll find you, Dinkle, and when I do,
join a casual
you
regiment.
are ready for a fist.
Yeah, you want to join a casual regiment?
Thank you, Black Venison. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Come on.
Come at me.
Come on then. Have a boxing fight.
Come at me.
Come on then.
Everybody, Dinkle, he's over here. Dinkle,
Damn it, you slag. Oh my god, is that SovietWomble? That's SovietWomble.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm a big fan, Soviet.
Jesus
I'm a big
Christ.
fan. That's SovietWomble.
And I'm going to disconnect.
Facebook
Right, I'm out. Okay, hang on. Right, I'm going to go and bounce.
Okay.
You're a prick.
Bounce well, you fat fuck.
Oh, that's a bit mean.
You're welcome.
Mean
A
thing
little
to
bit
say.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Of course, it's me. What do you expect? Come on, Yorkshire, you know?
Are you guys...
yeah, I forgot.
Are either of you guys going to keep streaming?
I
Can
think
do
so.
some RimWorld.
Yeah.
You're
I'm gonna finish Alien, hopefully.
Ah, cool. Well,
Yeah.
have fun. Have fun indeed.
Thank you, sir.
I'm probably going to go and wind down and... Yeah, wind down. Which is
Have a good one, man.
another way of saying watch porn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty
Cool.
stuff.
Yes, indeed. Right, so thank you for the game. I will see you soon.
Toodaloo.
Yes, so have
Later, man.
a lovely,
Have
lovely
fun.
evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Channel switched.
Right, so thank you for watching, everybody. And thank you, Kappa Sturm and Black Venison and Dead Smile. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you for all the support. So that was a bit of Holdfast. It's the Thursday regular game that we do. Yeah, so I'm going to go and head off and wind down. Before I go, just to give you the update on what's happening. It's what is it? So I was about to launch into my habit there, where I say it's the first week of the latest project. The latest project hasn't started yet. So the latest YouTube project. The reason for that is at the end of last week, I finished off VR Pavlov, and then on Monday and Tuesday, I just took a quick break just to rest because that project was a bit long. So I just took a quick rest, and then on Wednesday and Thursday, I was doing something equally important. I've been looking up components for a replacement PC. So I've been doing some research for concerning an upgrade, basically, because well, you can see that I'm streaming in 720, not 1080. That needs to be remedied, and also the quality of the videos. Some of the frame rates, for example, in VR, they're not good enough. I need to. I haven't upgraded the PC in about 3.5 years. Which kind of matters if you're doing something like VR, quite system-intensive stuff like editing as well, with After Effects. So yes, so I'm ordering components. Also today I was doing lots of tax stuff, like lots of like self-assessment stuff for the UK, because in January you've got to file your these are your earnings. So that was a bit boring. So yeah, the latest project will start soon. That's the point that I'm worming towards. The latest YouTube project will start soon. If you're a patron or a Twitch sub, I will get back to you soon on the next update to get your opinions and hopefully get your blessing on what I'm going to do next. Thank you, Mini Born. Thank you very much, Mini Born. But yeah. So hopefully that will be tomorrow, and I'll just try to sort of tie up these tasks to do with getting this computer sorted and sorting out all this tax stuff. So yeah, so thank you very much, and yeah, I hope you have a lovely evening. I'm gonna go and wind down. Where's the dog? What's she doing? Oh, she's sleeping in her crate. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and just chill for a bit and then go to bed fairly soon. I think it's already 10 in the evening. So yeah, all the best. I hope you enjoyed Holdfast. Have a lovely evening. Right, let's have a look. So who's currently... Let me have a look here. So Kenneth. Is Kenneth going? So KJ, so the guy from Boston, the guy I'm walking here, the referee, the admin there, he is returning to Alien Isolation. So I'll hand you over to him. Yeah. And if you feel so inclined, you can watch him play a bit of horror. So yeah, have a good one, folks. All the best. Have a lovely, lovely evening.